Today, we're going to talk about Microsoft Word, and I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how to create a very consistent look and feel for every single document that you produce by using the Design tab. I have quickly put in some fake text so that as I navigate to the Design tab and start changing visual elements, it will be easier for you to see the impact. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at themes. Your Office document is going to open by default in the Office theme, but you have all of these other ones to choose from. So for example, if I choose Quotable, you will see that the document formatting section now has several choices. The document formatting you choose will have an impact on what you see in the Styles section on the Home tab. In the Styles section, I have a bunch of presets that quickly let me format my title, my heading, and my paragraphs. Now that I've applied the styles, I feel like this title is a little too big. So I'm going to go back to the Design tab and hover over the different options in document formatting so that I can get a preview of my choices. As I always say, there's not really a wrong answer. It's just what works best for you and the environment that you're working in. Now that I've scrolled through a few, I feel like the third one from the end matches my design aesthetic the best. Now I'm going to look at the color palette. The theme chosen earlier had the teal color palette, but I think this orange one's going to be better for my document. I can also switch out the fonts as well. The cool thing about the themes is it can get you started and then you can play with the individual elements until it is exactly right for your document and your style. Now that I found something that I think works and that my boss will like to use over and over again, I can set it as a default so I don't have to come back and make these changes every time. And notice that this default will apply to all new blank documents. This formatting looks good for the formal documents that I create at work, but on YouTube, I like to be a little more whimsical and add a page color. I think it just stands out in video better. So let's select page color from the menu, and you can hover your mouse over any of the colors to see what it will look like. I'm going to choose this accent brown color and then select the drop down again and go to Fill Effects. In one of my most popular videos, I used a gradient effect that I get asked about all the time, and I did that here by selecting the variant and then selecting a second color. When I click OK, you can see I have a brown and a peach color as a gradient on my document that just makes it pop off the screen a little bit. And then you can go back to the color palette and scroll through a few and maybe make it pop off the screen even more. If you want to add just a little extra to your document, you can go to Page Borders and select a box, which will then put an outline around the entire page, and it gives it a little visual depth. So there you go. That's the Design tab in Word in about 3 minutes. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I'll see you in the next video.